Woman rejects sister's wedding invitation after she didn't invite her husband because of his wheelchair. The husband and wife were thrilled to go to the wedding, but the woman's sister dropped a bomb on her joy by revealing why she'd sent them only one invitation. Weddings are meant to be delightful celebrations of love with the people you most care about. But amid the laughter and toasts, an unexpected family drama can pop up in what's supposed to be someone's happiest day in their life. Post under fungal broth on Reddit's AITA sub, a wife sought a verdict on whether or not she was at fault for not wanting to attend her sister's wedding after the latter confessed a bitter truth. Unsurprisingly, people on the forum outright declared she needn't go after reading her story. After a heartbreaking confession from her sister, OP decided not to attend her wedding. Some stories can be out of the ordinary, and what this woman faced a few days before her sister's wedding is one of them. Initially, the original poster, OP, and her husband of 8 years, a wheelchair user since 16, were thrilled to go to the wedding. However, things became awkward after OP received their invitation and glanced closely at it. As it turned out, OP's sister intentionally sent an invite just for her, excluding her husband, and with some terms and conditions specific to OP's husband if he decided to attend. OP was triggered and immediately contacted her sister for an explanation. Her sister clarified that it was perfectly all right for her brother-in-law to attend the wedding, but he couldn't be part of the family photo shoot. The bride-to-be reasoned she was afraid OP's husband would garner all the attention from her just because he was different. She recalled how he always stood out in the family photo since he was the only family member in a wheelchair. A person declared OP's sister wasn't a bridezilla but an ableist who needed a little education about those who she thinks are different. OP was furious when her sister stressed that she wanted the spotlight to be only on her in her wedding photos. In the heat of the moment, she lashed out and declared her a selfish bridezilla, opting out of the wedding in the process, and angering her parents who blamed her for upsetting the bride. Meanwhile, OP's husband didn't mind not being part of the family photo shoot, and his humility fueled OP's rage towards her sister even more. She sought justice from the internet, asking random strangers if she was wrong for not wanting to support her sister on her big day. My family says I need to apologize, but I feel like this is an issue I need to fight for. Am I wrong? She asked fellow Redditors. Users MacLady Bulldog immediately joined the thread and, in the post's top-voted comment, asked OP not to feel an ounce of guilt for her sister, adding, "This is absolutely an issue that you need to fight for. Your sister wants to exclude your husband for no other reason than his wheelchair, and that's unacceptable. She is being a bridezilla." Meanwhile, user responsible_dirt946 raced to the thread and declared OP's sister wasn't a bridezilla, but an ableist. Fight for your husband, but also fight for this opportunity to educate her about overall discrimination and exclusion of those who are, as he says, different, the person asserted. People online applauded OP for taking a stand for her husband. In the end, OP was determined to support her husband by not attending the wedding despite his desire to go to the wedding for the family's sake, even if he'd be excluded from the photos. "I'm just sure my family would never forgive me for it. My sister would make sure my family would never forgive me for it," she predicted. As soon as the sister told OP how she didn't want OP's disabled husband to stand out in her wedding photos and attract all the attention away from her, OP was left fuming. OP said she wouldn't attend the wedding and defended her stance against those in her family who felt it was okay to exclude her husband because of his disability. How would you react if you were to encounter a similar plight? Would you forgive your sibling and attend the occasion? Several people online sided with OP and told her she was right for not wanting to go to her sister's wedding after the latter wanted to keep OP's husband off the family photos so that she gets to be in the spotlight. What would your immediate reaction be upon encountering someone being an ableist like OP's sister? What are the crucial pieces of advice you'd like to share regarding the situation? If you like this story, here's one about how a girl in a wheelchair is abandoned in a mall's parking lot by her close friend after she was caught shoplifting.